Jai Shri Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are entering Chapter 7 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, the Yoga of Knowledge and Wisdom. This chapter takes the dialogue of the Gita to a new height. Until now, our Lord Krishna has been preparing the devotee. Now he reveals himself. In this chapter, for the first time, Lord Krishna reveals his supreme nature, his power, and his mysteries so clearly. At the end of the previous chapter, Chapter 6, the Lord had said that those who worship him with faith and love are the greatest yogis. In this chapter, the Lord explains how he appears in the experience of devotees who worship him with faith and love, and how he is perceived by them. In verses 1 to 3, Lord Krishna says, "When the mind of a devotee is filled with faith and love, everything he has becomes an offering to me. Then as I appear to that devotee, that very form of knowledge I reveal to you. This is living knowledge, dear one, it shapes life itself. The more one depends on me, the more it grows. It is knowledge, it is wisdom. It is not merely known, it is lived. It is nectar, to be drunk with every breath. Among thousands, some may truly seek me with full faith, and among them, only one strives to truly reach me. Even among those, only a rare one attains me, experiencing my true essence. It is not that those who search do not find God. The truth is, I rarely find seekers with such deep thirst. Dear devotees, the Lord is accessible, but true thirst for him is rare. And if such a thirst has awakened in you and me, then we must know, we are among those rare souls upon whom the Lord's grace has fallen. Here Lord Krishna speaks of knowing him in essence. To know in essence means to understand the fundamental reality of anything. Just as there may be 10 types of ornaments, but the jeweler knows in essence that all are only gold. Even before ornaments were made, it was still gold. When ornaments cease to exist, it will still remain gold. In the same way, in this world there are countless beings and objects. But one who knows the Lord in essence understands that everything is made of him. It is all an expansion of his powers. Before creation, only the Lord existed. Even now, everything is the Lord. When creation ends, the Lord alone will remain. This wisdom is what it means to know the Lord, in essence. Now in verses 4 to 7, Lord Krishna begins to describe his expansions. I am the creator of the world. I am its material as well. I am the sustainer of the world. I am the Supreme Lord. The gross elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, together with the subtle elements, mind, intellect, and ego, these are parts of material nature, called my lower energy. Beyond this is the higher energy, which wise men call the conscious living beings. In these two energies lies my expansion, and from these two the entire creation is formed. When the cycle of creation ends, everything returns back into me. Know that nothing exists above me. The universe is strung on me like pearls on a thread. I am the thread. I am the pearls. I am the one who strings them together. I am the maker of the world. I am the one becoming the world. In verses 8 to 12, Lord Krishna openly describes various dimensions of his expansion. In water, I am the one who quenches thirst. I am the very essence that gives taste. In the sun, the moon, and the stars, I am present in countless forms. In the earth, I am fragrance. In fire, I am brilliance. I am the fragrance of life. Strength, wisdom, brilliance, and austerity all come from me, and I am also that desire which is not against Dharma. The modes of goodness, passion, and darkness that make all dance, their power too comes only from me. Now I will tell you a deeper truth. All these are within me, yet I am not within them. This means our Lord is not far away. He is in every particle, in every moment. He is the foundation of every object and every being. In the eyes where there is light of love, how can the Lord be far from them? Finally, the Lord speaks a very profound truth. All this exists within me, yet I am not bound within them. That is, these things keep forming and dissolving. In their formation and dissolution, my power operates, but when they cease, I remain unchanged. These objects require the Lord as their foundation, but the Lord requires no foundation. He is complete in himself and the supreme reality. The Lord has revealed his nature, but why are we unable to see it? The answer is given by the Lord in verses 13 and 14. The modes of goodness, passion, and darkness that come from my illusory energy make all dance, confusing them and making them forget their true nature. My Maya, the illusory energy, is very powerful. No one can overcome it by their own strength. All beings remain bound until they turn towards me. One must take shelter in me. No austerity or yoga alone can overcome this. Only by becoming dependent on me and offering devotion can one be free. In verse 15, Lord Krishna says, "Those demonic people being deluded under the sway of illusory energy take my words as mere stories and tales. Those who lack the feelings of devotion, love, and surrender, such people are not touched by these teachings." Dear devotees, this is why the irreligious feel no attraction to devotion. Just as a magnet does not pull every object equally, but only attracts in proportion to the iron within, in the same way the Lord's love draws the heart only in proportion to its purity. Therefore, if we keep our feelings pure and perform good actions, slowly but surely the Lord's love will draw us in. Now the Lord speaks about those people who, through good actions, become drawn towards devotion. In verses 16 to 19, Lord Krishna says, "Those whose actions are pure take up devotion, though each comes to my shelter for their own reasons. Some are drawn by desire for wealth, some bow their heads to escape sorrow, some come out of curiosity to test me, bringing questions, riddles, and inquiry in their minds. Most dear are the wise, who come only to meet me, who love me with steady and pure devotion. All these devotees are accepted by me, all are good, all are generous, but the wise one is distinct among them, just as the moon shines apart from the stars. He seeks nothing from me, only a bond of love to maintain. There is no trace of desire in him. His only shelter is me, with no other support. He has no need to come or go anywhere. He spends his time only in my remembrance. He wants me alone, not my gifts. No perfection or boon can lure him away. He is dear to me, and I am dear to him. All boundaries between us dissolve. His very being melts into me. Such a devotee attains a state where he sees the Lord in every object and every person. Among countless devotees, in births numbering in the millions, only one reaches this wondrous state, where Lord alone is seen everywhere. Dear devotees, this is the state of knowing God in essence, of which the Lord said in verse 3 that among thousands, only one attains it. Though devotion is such a great and simple path, still some confused souls do not walk it. In verses 20 to 23, Lord Krishna clearly explains about such people. When desire clouds the intellect, the soul then turns to other gods. One honors this god, another honors that. Each worships according to the shape of his mind. But when they go to worship those gods, the faith for such worship is given by me alone. Whatever is obtained from any god, know that it is indirectly provided by me. Through such worship, only perishable fruits are gained, but through my devotion, you come directly to me. Thus, devotion to other gods is not forbidden, but their fruit is temporary. Whereas devotion to the Lord frees one from birth and death and leads to union with him. Next, the Lord speaks of those who refuse to even accept him as God. In verses 24 to 26, Lord Krishna says, "Some of weak intellect, empty of wisdom, chew endlessly upon hollow arguments. They think I was once formless and have only recently taken form. They do not understand my eternal nature. Their restless minds lead them astray. My true form is always hidden by my divine energy, shown only to my dear devotees. That is why the deluded cannot recognize me. Though I see past, present, and future, they cannot understand me. Now the Lord speaks of those who accept God and even wish to take his shelter, but due to a weakness within, they fail to fully surrender. In verses 27 and 28, Lord Krishna says, "The cause of all bondage is desire and hatred. From these arise all the sufferings of the world. It is from them that all conflicts are born, filling the mind with frustration, Arjuna. Then the cycle of gain and loss, pleasure and pain entangles no matter how hard one tries. It does not end across lifetimes. To cross beyond this delusion, to come into my shelter, first this desire and hatred must be brought under control, Arjuna. Convince the mind that the Lord dwells in all. When the impurities of the mind are removed, a sacred purity begins to shine within. Sins decrease, virtues increase, a tendency to give joy to others takes over. Then the qualification for my devotion awakens. At that stage, the soul embraces my shelter, offers devotion, and crosses the ocean of birth and death. Here a question may arise: why is the removal of desire and hatred necessary for surrender? When someone takes shelter of the Lord, he has to align his will with the will of the Lord. But if the soul carries a strong personal desire, then when that desire is not fulfilled, how will he merge his will into the Lord's will? In the same way, if he holds hatred toward someone, then when that person receives happiness, how will he merge his will into the Lord's will? Therefore, without removing desire and hatred, true and complete surrender is not possible. The saints also say that when one develops a feeling for the welfare of all, then on one hand hatred disappears, and on the other the force of selfish desires also becomes calm. Thus, the feeling of universal welfare becomes a great aid in removing desire and hatred. Now in verse 29, our Lord further explains, "The one who surrenders and accepts me as everything, he truly understands the Lord, the soul, karma, and all truths. He becomes forever free from birth, death, and old age, whose mind becomes filled with this divine knowledge." And now the final verse, verse 30, where our Lord gives complete assurance to his devotee, saying, "The devotee who understands that everything is indeed the Lord, that he alone is the receiver of all sacred offering. He is present in all forms of the God and the entire universe, whose mind remains ever absorbed in remembrance of the Lord. Even in his final moment, his meditation stays fixed on me. Such a dear devotee surely attains me. Having placed his love in me, he comes to my eternal abode." In other words, when someone sees the Lord in every moment and in every particle, then even at the time of death, his mind remains fixed on the Lord, and he attains the Lord alone. Thus concludes Chapter 7, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, which gives us the living experience of God. It teaches us that God is not some distant deity. He is present in our breath, in our intellect, in the taste of water, in the light of the sun, and in every loving feeling within the heart. And if we simply go to his shelter with faith and surrender, then Maya, the illusory energy, will be crossed, and the Lord himself will be attained. Jai Shri Krishna.